Hello, my last here. Welcome to the video. I just wanted to let you know I do have a Discord and a Twitter if you ever want to interact with me or say hi or have a conversation. And if you ever want to catch these videos live, head over to my Twitch and my Kick and come hang out. I sometimes don't talk. That's unfortunately one of my mini quirks. Is my inability to formulate thoughts as my brain focuses in on what I'm doing, and then I just forget to speak. So I'm always up to hang out and chat with anyone that stops by. So hope you enjoyed the video. I have returned. It's time to get this show on the road. Bad research ratio. Well, we are technically just starting to civilized nation, so it's understandable why we have a bad research ratio. Because we only have 6 nobles in the entirety of our country, 18 citizens, and 19 freemen. We have 42 tribesmen, and then we have 133 slaves. Yeah, I really did just enslave everybody. I have a very small portion of slaves in my own culture, but I kind of need them to be converted pretty quickly. It's probably why we don't have a large movies. Even though we're a pretty large nation. By the time we get 20 more stability, I think we'll be in the range of able to start invasions again. I do have a massive population. The problem is that most of it's enslaved. Arbitrary demands. Arbiters demand more funding to do the job properly. The Pilfer Gold seems a bit arbitrary, but we've noticed certain issues when it comes to the office lately, though it seems to be a bit outrageous. Not saying enough money to probably end up causing issues down the line. Don't you even have enough for your... No, I would rather get the political influence over the money. Specifically right now. It's the problem. A lot of the states can't actually evolve any of their people because tribesmen at least give manpower. Slaves just give a bunch of extra money. Hmm. Grand Festival. Bunch of extra happiness across the nation. Or at least our primary civs. Mm. Oh. I probably will just invade them in the north and try. I think I might try to do it on my own. Activist recovery. Let's go. Runs for his office. His job better. We will use political authority. I don't like spending money on this. Once we get enough money for the city, I will start increasing money for like forts and the such. I should only increase forts whenever I'm at war. Oh, that's the other thing I will do. As soon as we get enough money for the city, because we got all the holy sites that I wanted, we're gonna go to low taxes to try to increase population happiness across the board to make more money slash resources. Also improve the stability a little bit. Not like I might be able to switch over to the city to London as soon as I get the city built. There is culture conversion concerns. Uh, you know what? I'm going to go for cultural assimilation here. The rest of the stuff can naturally happen over time. Hmm. Hmm. After the next war, I will do the rights of man. To increase free citizen, free men ratio. And the only reason why is because free men pay both money and manpower. The citizens only pay manpower research. Also, freemen provide even more manpower than citizens do. So I'd rather focus more heavily on having a bunch more manpower for the military and levies for right now than just more research. Because that already has a jump up of 25. Although -6. But it does have like 19 population capacity, just as a bear region. Man of sound reputation and noble and great virtue was started sparred furiously while the count attending the clan council. Such behaviors and becoming of the people's stature, however, people come to decide to come. Go both Shrek yourself. I'm not gonna call them in. Unless I absolutely have to. If I can manage on my own with a smaller ally, then I don't have to worry about having them sieging a thing and then not wanting to give it up. Well, they did cross a river. Ally did some stupid maneuvers that their army thwacked. Call allies. I'm gonna do a slight little reload. Cause, I refuse. I refuse. I refuse the peddling that I'm receiving. Mm. Matter of centralization. Influx will be moving to urban areas soon. It seems it seems he has come up with an idea to help us in this matter. If you wish, you can make sure motions and efforts are increasing or decrease the influx. Large influx sounds like certain benefits. Slow down, or like I don't care. Natural, let people do what they want. It's not like I'm losing my actual population, I'm just losing some of the slave. Mm. What the fuck happened? Huh? Mm. Let's slowly rebuild the damn army. Has all by accounts remained a scholar of the divine, man of much of his life. Some embarrassment, therefore, when he discovered his story, Locutel with egregiously unreasonable degree. Before reprimanding him, she said that there'd expedite our efforts to influence him if we're to brush it under the table. Slap on the wrist, audition device, or slap on the wrist. Even though it's going to cost his loyalty, it's like I'd rather do that than give you corruption. At Valhalla. Oh, stewardship, I could just steal the money. We're gonna take the stability. People shall rejoice! Also gonna go over here and go city. We're gonna go to low taxation. The lax tax. Charitable contributions. The official in the province reports that they have been approached by some petty landowners. Their donations of grain and other fare for use of the state. Whether they're unable to sell it for themselves or just model citizens, extra grain is always useful. Though it's not yet been set or decided how the windfall should be deployed. Tyranny. More like bread, don't they? And I gain a tyranny. And I don't know why I gain a tyranny for giving up bread. But, sure. Yeah, this war's basically over. Seizing another mass swath of land, and enslaving all of their people. Only 11 aggressive expansion. I'll take it. Decide the fate of their families. Do you have any friends in us? Cornelius. Beatrice. And then... No, I have the rest crucified. I have the rest crucified. Cultures. Enslave all of you. Wealthy patron looked by wealthy patrons of the capital today, however, is offered to spend a sizable quantities of wealth that can do a grand temple to service. Convince him to invest other avenues. Very well. Actually no. Free slaves. Let's go. 1-800 slave. Oh, yeah, I can abandon that and move the capital to the fort. Our influence are well underway. In jovial mood, is approached by a tribal lead through suggestion formed devotion of loyalty and commitment to the clan council. And we show appreciation. Oh, why not a bunch of extra political power or, you know, stability? I'm gonna take stability. Go fuck yourself. Uh, Next up, we gotta go to war down the south, which will drag in a couple of the other smaller nations. School is most likely just gonna get the face kicked in again. Troubles and the Storus clan. On reducing its central authority, they argue that it's far too long for people move. Large divisions and still like Vina and Ignom. Forsaking the old ways and smaller towns, they argue that we need to repopulate the land left behind as our tradition, closely connected to these tracks and villages and many back. Yeah, sure, they can. Yeah, you can totally at .03 go back to your villages. It doesn't stop, won't stop, doesn't stop. Has our military expanded at all? No. So it will just be me marching and with these units. 81 days. Londinium will have their city status and the walls of a city. Since new privileges, investments in local infrastructure will never is going to relevate to a true hit a 10 city, while some way to go before can rival great cities of our age. The past 2 years of ushered in a new era of growth and urbanization of the territory. These are the best of times. They still got the port, because the port. Then we'll invest into a fort to protect London from attack. I shall give the capital local autonomy. Tribes that are through the freaking roof. Told I made an industrial accident, extensive works evidently of Estula and stone they export the city. Seems to be Knucklehead in charge, allowing parts of the structural support to fall into neglect. try to keep up with the high demand. A huge collapse all wiped out a working shift of slaves, and the owners have groveling the provincial authorities for compensation to help extra production. The slaves themselves are none too happy at the loss of their friends and family. Naturally, are cagey about returning to work in such conditions. But significant repairs, there's no way to produce production or maintain it anywhere near the producing levels, and the slaves are bound to cause problems without a show goodwill. There will need no end. Oh, wow, it's so bad. They will only because of the cost of repairs. Compensate the owners and ensure decent working conditions. So we have things counteracting the negative tax. So all these forts are necessary no matter what, as they are all formed by religious sites. And anything to damage by religious sites would be a travesty. It's taken it upon itself to free sizable quantity of the previously owned slaves. Even if you think best, letting so getting too comfortable. We will let them go. We will let the slaves go. We will do a religious sacrifice. To gain more stability growth. Cass's belly is almost ready for us to go to war again. Game counts date for the founding of Rome. This game counts from the founding of Rome. It's per the Gregorian calendar. The current date is 27 BCE. Can I change that? Can I have actual, like, Gregorian calendar? Of course I can't. That'd just be too simple. That makes sense. In case something stupid happens. Or my army just gets wiped out for some reason. No, they should be on their own and isolated for me to just take advantage of this. while my northern ally deals with them in the upper area. Let's see if we can hit that army. Really just trying to pin the army. I have pinned the army. And we are obliterating thanks to discipline. Yeah, it's time to go to Ladinium and order a fort. Oh yeah, it's time to go to my economy and order full fort maintenance. I probably can regain forces faster if I'm sitting in my friendly territory. Far-flung lands, while the noon rumors of war and bright stars appeared. The Dash, a new home amongst the lands of the south, and messengers all around bringing word of preparations. The steppe. Wise to consider the situation. Even the stoic Greek kings should fear this threat. Invasion of promised magnitude of the potential to stabilize the world as we know it. So the steppes are threatening to invade, okay. For the next 20 years, the Imperial Challenge War Goal allows rapid conquest of territories in the major, that are major. Okay. I fucking swear to God. Of course, they run to Ladonium and fucking strangle this game. I want to fucking strangle it. Fucking ally useless in the north. I will wait until the fort is done in Ladonium because, yes. Just so they don't, like, attack my holy site. Because I don't got any, like, cities that converted. If that was the case, I would Actually, I do have another city that's unguarded. Fuck. Well, that'll become the primary fort anyway. So I gotta build 2 forts before I do anything. I'll at least build this fort and then go to war, because the other cities, like, whatever. Although they do only have one population that could, like, destabilize it and, like, destroy the city. Uh... mm, mm. We're already at 45 people alone in the city. And attract travelers. The sheer grandeur of the stonehenge attract travelers from all over the region that come in the vacation area of large numbers. Use the destination or the glory of our wonder. They do not let the divine be tamed by the foreigners. There must be monetary gain for this type of exposure, so we lose stability. What is meant for people? Or what is meant for the people? They're free to come. I feel a little disconnect of why do I get 500 manpower and 5 tyranny? Um... I'd rather gain stability, even though that's a pretty harsh penalty to take. Investigate tribal reform. You're slowly demoting people into slaves. How's their slave population? Like, yeah, I got 137 slaves. Mm. Get that woman out of lands because she does not have better skill. Mm. Mm. That'll probably be a future uh, mining site or a future city site right there. Yeah. Omen time? Omen time. We will actually go for population assimilation speed. Mm. No. I'm going to fill this city with a mass amount of workers of my culture. Wow, thanks everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you for giving the state more money. I enjoy this. Oh, there we go. Oh, so they're having a revolt over there. Okay. Disband the levy, because it looks like there is some moving and shaking going on. Mm. Secondary slaves speak out on its slave talent ordination named Magnus has been stirring up the fellow bondsmen in the city. The local authorities have far managed to keep the situation under control, but the brazen fool continues to hold forth on the corruption and unfairness of the political system, receiving honorable mentions of the ruler. The slave population in the entire province has now heard of the exploits, and the city elite and slavers demanding immediate action to ensure the status quo disturbed further. Any slave rebellion is crushed before it can be even allowed to form. Round up the troublemakers and crucify them. Oh. Divide the group and deal with the leader. Magnus could be useful. So character named Magnus will appear. Slave leader promoted. Local population happiness a bunch. Yeah, let's promote them. Even though it's going to cost us popularity, it will allow us to quell up the slave rebellion. Now that we got the funds, we will now go over here. I'm missing a 0.5 ducat. Because we will try to put a fort on every single city possible. At least not allow cities to be easily sacked. At least the capitals. We could have exterior cities that might not have full defenses. That might be defenseless cities. Whenever I get a massive amount of extra political authority, I will just start telling all the governors to just do local autonomy. Just run this thing, but try to keep the people as free as possible. Makes them more happy, makes them more productive, less unruly. We finally had a religious advance and a military advance. Now, this is where I'm going to have to think on what I want from the technology, because we got 2 innovations. Now we can work on military advancement. But military advancement only really works for units that, you know, are actually just I could get a bunch of extra discipline. But let's switch over to, because this is what I went through a lot, which is the civics paths. Now what's the oratory path? Liberty. Religious advancement. Due process. Bug. officer did this. Right to be heard, acknowledge the rights of nobles and the arguments before the authority, increase the intensity of work with the system and not without it. And then go to the rights of man. Since we do have a large slave population, we want to make them as efficient as possible. Slave treatment is widely from state to state. We believe the basic code of human rights should encourage slaves to work harder. And then I think I might follow the same path I did in my own test game. And run down for urban planning. Now that we actually have the ability to research, I'm assuming we have a lot more nobles and citizens now. Influences are all underway in jovial mood. The tribal just a formative. How about giving you free stability, thanks. Do we have any new laws? Yes. We will do the rights of man. Oh, I need 5 level authority. So the rights of birth gives us more citizens, which would give more civil research, but I kind of want more manpower. Because freeholders, free men give almost double the manpower, and I guess I just clicked through the advancement. Okay, I think it was religious. We go slave latifundum. They shall have vast plantations, mines, and specialized lands that get production, populated by largely slaves or working class persons, vastly improves the efficiency of resource gathering. Such love for the brain, often distributed after conquest, enterprising brave citizens, commanders willing to pay for them. Surplus needed for slaves needed for surplus. Reduce. That's when they make another resource. Increase the population capacity. Overseers often well-treated slaves who was elevated over his or his brethren. These factors often result in easy communications of slave population in any given enterprise. One, you technically bridge the gateway between owner and slave, as there is like an intermediary, even though he's still technically a slave. He is the king of the slaves. Now, this is why I'm enslaving every other culture that I do not want. Specifically for the reason of the more that they are enslaved, the less and less likely they're going to be able to reproduce and grow. And then they will eventually slowly adopt the ways. Because technically, the people are reproducing and growing, and no matter what happens, it's just to become an excess to become a new population statistic. And I'm preventing them from growing to then slowly integrate them into my culture and society, and then they become free. Because even though, like, majority of all the other people are slave, although that might be just people converting over into the in culture, but I think there is just a ratio of slavery that is required. Friends across the border. Sure, we can spend 30 gold. It's like whatever. The strong religious following practice near stones gathered by which followers holding their own ceremonies in front of the large gatherings of people on the steps, the colossal entryway. There is no evidence that these ceremonies of this kind have any benefits, but there's no evidence. Actually, but there's also no evidence that to the contrary is true. Embrace religion. Distraction. Just murder the man. Okay. We will sacrifice a little bit of tax money for Omen power as we embrace religion even harder. This also will change the demographics, as slowly all of the other cultures will be enslaved to the utter destruction, as that will then force them to be passed around, as the slaves are less likely to be the ones that grow, and then the other cultures that are still in higher positions that haven't been enslaved will technically still be able to grow, but it'll slowly chip away at those populations until none of them remain. And the ones that are enslaved sometimes will also culturally convert slowly as well, and then eventually be promoted if the ratio allows it. We actually need more nobles in the capital. Yeah, so that noble's gonna migrate to the new capital. Lead draft war. Import dictionary magic tape to our lands. Open to buy red shoes or rubber. Our advisor recommended against giving them asylum due to the fragile political circumstances of our region. Indeed, favor may give. Welcome them. Join us. Now we're gonna go for ambush, increased battle ability in forests. Brust Vas Legion Rabel. The battle of Trendenburg Forest was a divisive victory for the Germanic tribes, all but wiping out the entire Roman legions. While the combination of factors that contributed to this, Germanic familiarity with the dense terrain was the major one. Wasn't there something I was trying to do in my land power? It's devoting to the rights of man. Each one of our people should have the unattainable right to exist free molestation from others within out our tribe. These rights must be set down in stone that we may advance as a society. I do love how there's like a reverse, just not centralization at all. It was known in the city of Dictum, gathering quite a reputation for had trade, people of origins being to flock there, sell their wares in our lands. Well, if this, we should consider how best to make the growth of labor class, produce a slave market, to the investment. We should promote the laboring class. Because they're trying to take over the region anyway. And then we got an import over here. Now we get 8 levies. Plus we have a single heavy infantry unit now. The Civil War ends. The bitter Civil War has finally come to an end, with the loyal forces utterly crushing the rebel armies of the Vachidos Oligres. The pitch battle almost ended in rebels' favor, however. The vice maneuver won the day for the loyalist. Outcome of the war is largely irrelevant to us. Do not consider friend or foe. So we gotta be careful now. Nations that are attacked. Local power. Raise the legions. I mean the levies. We go to war. As we will seize all of their lands. So there is a single great power in the model. It is a sloop of the Empire. Great powers can have higher integrated happiness, two trade routes to the capital, a lot higher wages, more political influence, war score down because they can just throw their weight around, number of clan chiefs. It's easier for civil wars to happen, loyalty across the board goes down. And they could have 3 maximum mercenary armies. It's a lot easier for them to change governmental stuff. I'll let that farm finish, then I'll invade them. Our ruler's influence is well underway, enjoyable mood, which... Hey, thank you for the more free stability. I can't thank you enough to give me more free stability. Yeah, I'm gonna try to advocate for just making everyone happy, even though it does slightly reduce my production. That will makes the mind of the rabble a lot easier. Vegetable land. A dispute between these two clans has arisen. Both of them want to create a valuable land. Richo, both of them sides claim the area. And supporting them, one of the other could end soil of the spirit of clans. Their chiefs offer support small gift if they were given the land. I will piss both of you off temporarily, as I will split the land evenly. There's the joke about negotiations. The only time you broker a great or good deal between both parties is when both parties walk away pissed the fuck off from negotiations because they realize that neither of them got what the fuck they wanted, essentially. But it usually ends when you do that. Usually they've given enough to not want to proceed further, but not given too much for their one has thought they've best the other. So then it just annoys the fuck out of them. Oh, I'm trading a lot to all these random fucking tribes. After much delay, we will finally invade them. We will only task this one for now. Just so I don't have to deal with purple guy running around grabbing land and then pissing me off. We caught them, they had bad tactics, and we have discipline and they don't. We kind of just beat the shit out of them. Oh, do I actually need 4,000 men over here? I'm gonna go back to the homeland to just, like, reset. I might actually want to move up north to actually fight this. Why not? Let's call them in too. They may or may not be completely useless. We had good tactics, so we're just obliterating them off the field. I'll deal with arthritis. Rip. Alright, so the person leading this battle doesn't have any disciplines, so they don't get the benefit of that in the battle. You found tribesmen. I don't care. They can die in a fire. Alright, so I need to regather our strength. Here. For the assault forward to try to take that city. Doctors are overheated now. It'll be a very sad day when I gotta stab my ally because they're literally in the way. At that point, I think I'm just gonna be strong enough to just beat them in a straight-up fight. Please be no one there. Please. Yeah, sure, we can let them run past if they don't get in the way. Oh, no, we're fighting them. They got discipline now. A little discipline, but they still just lose their ass. I will one day invest in a navy. That day ain't today, though. I wonder if I can run in there and take over the siege last second. Really depends on how much forces there. No, we need 5,000 men. I'm just going to go to the other siege. One clan to another, just moving people around. The new ruler, they'll be a little more loyal to us, promise to maximize predicted. On the other hand, no promises that simply move people out of his clan's lands will secret. That's nope. Dude, you're dumb. It's sad that I have to murder this ally. Because they did actually hand over the land for me to take. Mm. And I think I have enough generation of pops that I can get to that 4,000 and slowly siege that province down. Just lost a member. I swear to God, if I get a white piece because I didn't immediately take the fucking city, that is the shittiest design to the game for war. Alright, I'm just gonna go try to siege that down. Then... We full sieged like everything else except the one province because we were killing their armies. You're gonna fucking tell me that we've lost this war? Really? That it was just a stalemate war? Get the fuck out of here. Mm. I was gonna be so annoyed if there's more troops here. Mm. I'm literally sieging down the one province that is needed. If I get white peace because I didn't instantly take the Wurgle, I will fucking strangle somebody. No, I'm literally sieging down your capital. Stop it. You are not white peacing me. Come on, my allies. Help me sieges faster. Where the game's like, oh nope, you lost the war. It's a stalemate. You totally couldn't, you know, siege that city. I'm very tempted to try to storm the city. Alright, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see how bad this storming system is. Because some games, like, it's like one man dies, 3,000 of your men die. This is my lands. I will do it looting, be gentle as possible. Give me that land, give me that land, give me that land, give me that. Execute all the rest. I'm going to dissolve this alliance, and then I'm going to declare war on them to get my ally, and then we're going to annex my ally, which then I probably need to sit for a while again. Oh hi, you're slaves now. Thank you, goodbye. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. So the Freemen don't produce that much in tax. They produce a lot of manpower. And the slaves are the economic drivers of the nation, it seems. Mm. Yeah, so with all the foreign people migrating to the city, it does mean a lot to try to constantly culture convert there. Mm. 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 After I get these two missions, I'll probably just finish out the matter of Britannia. Or Britannia. Or Brittany, or whatever. I can't remember. And then we're going to murder our... Actually, we'll murder our allies, be alone in the world on our own. Actually, wait. I can change my stance. Correct? Mm, I will do the bellicose stance. The bellicose. As that reduces aggressive expansion impact. That'll probably allow me to just seize the rest of the land. Because the population is flooding towards the capital. Whether it be by choice or by economic relocation. We go over here, we go to Code of Rights. I'm not gonna give one rate. I don't want to like water down the Freeman too much. Rome is on its actual expansion. You have 3,436 pop. I probably will have 1,500 once I'm done fighting and expanding in my own territory. Actually, I can easily tell. They got 100, they got 50, they got 16. I won't. I probably won't bring 1,000 then. That probably means I might have to aggressively expand into France once I'm done uniting Britain to stand any chance against the Romans. Now, the true question is, these cultures are different. The true question is, do I want to integrate these cultures? Our culture only allows for not that many, for 20 for basically mass light infantry attack. That's also only in levies, I think. That's not actually like legions. I think I can just orient legions the way I want them. If that's the case, I'm not going to integrate any other cultures. I'm just going to... Yeah, okay, levies. That is levies. That is not legions. Mm. Alright, it is pretty late. I think I'm gonna call it. I have expanded pretty far. I could probably expand a little bit harder. And my levies are only going up, so eventually... Oh, supply train. Eventually I can just, you know, steamroll the rest of the island because nothing could then stop me. I'm already, I think, at the point where nothing could really stop me. I've already started to hit the tilt balance, where I am massively converting everything to my culture. Because nothing else can really expand theirs, as I am enslaving everyone else that isn't my culture. Some of these cultures, when I invade, I most likely might accept into the fold. Especially the cultures that allow for levies that have archers. I most likely will just accept them into the fold. It's at least citizen level. Might even be noble. Like, all the rest of these ones over here, I'm probably just gonna purge as well. Anything that provides archers, I think, will be spared. So, like, the entire western coast of France is gonna get spared. I will probably integrate all of them, at least to citizenship level. Because I think it said any other culture that's given noble rights will make the primary culture pissy. I wonder if it's the same if you just gave a bunch of citizen rights. Anyway, I'm going. Bye-bye. Thank you for stopping by and watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a subscription, leave a comment, a like. Maybe head over to my Twitch and Kick and follow me there and say hi. I hope you have a great, wonderful rest of your day.
The night is young, but it feels so old. A story written, yet never told. The mask is heavy, the air is thin. The game begins, but no one wins. Oh, it shines like gold, it feels like fire. A fleeting touch, a burning desire. The strings are tied, the stage is set. A